All right. All right, let's take a look at the trusty Timex Ironman in 2023. It doesn't look very trusty anymore. The display appears to be dead. So, you know what we're going to do? This guy's coming back to this YouTube channel. We also got this really rare purple new old stock Timex Ironman, as well as a bunch of these vintage new old stock Timex Ironmans from this awesome eBay seller, which we're going to make some videos about. And I will also give a plug to the eBay seller. But these are beautiful. But anyway, this right here, hold on, let me set that all-day backlight on. This right here is the original trusty Timex Ironman to this YouTube channel. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go ahead and replace the battery in it. I have got my reading glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. And for those of you who have a Timex Ironman, both this model and this model take the 2016 battery. So we're going to go ahead and take the watch off my wrist. I'm going to set the watch here. Ooh, let's see here. I'll try to keep it. This is as thanks to the wonderful iPhone's camera that you can't zoom in on. We're going to go ahead and put the watch here. It takes a Phillips head screwdriver, so we're going to find the Phillips head. And I'll tell you, this process is kind of a pain in the butt if you don't have a really strong magnetic screwdriver, because there are some teeny screws in this thing. So this is going to be, you're going to get to see me get frustrated at this. But yeah, there's 4 Phillips head screws on this thing. So let's go ahead and open it up. You take these screws out right here. These are pretty easy to do right here. Don't lose your screws. Set them aside. Inside the watch is where it gets a little bit tricky. We're also going to clean out the watch. Because there's some dirt under the screen. Because I've changed the battery in here at least once or twice. You should really put, if you're going to get this watch wet, you should really put some O-ring grease on this. But let's see, this just pops off. Let me look at that O-ring real quick. O-ring still feels good. Let me poke at it. Just want to see if this O-ring still feels good. It does. All right, here is the annoying part. We're going to go ahead and take this out and blow out just to get some dirt out. There we go. Now it's clean under the display. This part is the part that is a pain in the you-know-what. There's 3 little screws right here, here, and here. You have to take these out to release the battery, which we're going to do just that, to release the old 2016 battery. But since I don't have a magnetic screwdriver, ooh, let me see something here. Maybe I can get the battery out without taking them all off. Let me see something. Maybe I can just loosen these. Hold on. Maybe I don't have to take the whole bracket off. Yeah, one of these tabs broke, so let me put that screw back in. The battery is not being held in totally properly. This little bracket broke, but these screws are a pain in the rear. So in reality, in this specific watch, only 2 screws are holding this bracket down. You can see this tab here is broken, but the watch will still work. So since we have a broken tab, we're going to see if we can do this without totally taking this thing off. Let's see if we can get that battery just to slide out. And unfortunately, I don't think it will because it has some glue on it, which is really annoying. So we're just going to have to go and take these out and hope we can find our screws. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but there should be 3 screws to remove this right here. And also be careful, because obviously this thing is going to go all over the place. Because that right there, I believe, is one of these is your alarm contact, and you don't want to compromise that. All right, here's the 2 screws from the inside. Set those aside where you won't lose them. See, there they are. See, this is not, I'm not a professional at this, so I'm not very good at this, but we will get the watch working. Make sure there's no dirt under the screen. While I have it opened up, I'm going to blow it out one more time while I have it opened up. There we go. So yeah, it looks clean under the display. So now we're going to peel the old battery off. Which this battery is really old. I think I changed this once before. It's very important with the Epson Energizer. It's very important to leave this sticker on because the alarm contact will contact this and it'll short so your beeper won't work if you don't have a sticker on this thing. So now we're going to get the 2016 out of its child-proof container. And we're going to install the new 2016 battery into this bracket. And then you're going to get to watch me get mad and probably lose the screws 2 or 3 times. So there, the battery is stuck on here. And now, like I said, this is the contact for the alarm, so be careful when you reinsert the battery holder. You got to go underneath that. And now it's time to try to secure this darn thing. Because it is missing one of the screws, so... or not screws, the bracket is missing one of the tabs. So, time to get the tweezers and try to get this darn thing back together. And you're going to get to watch me get all mad at this thing. If it goes in first time, I'm going to be amazed. Because last time I dropped a screw, had to get a magnet. I'm pulling skin off my finger. Oh my gosh, I actually got it in the hole. Let's see if I can screw it down. This will be a first for me, never having lost the screw. Let's see, I'm going to lose a screw, I know it. Oh my gosh, this is the smoothest I've ever had one of these replacements go so far. But I'm sure something will go wrong because something doesn't feel right here. Oh, I'll tell you, once you know it, I didn't clamp it around the watch. Let me do just that. I'm going to have to take it off again. This is not easy to do, guys. This is a pain in the rear end. I'm just going to try to bend it around. Don't want to get fingerprints on the display, but I don't think bending it around is going to work. So make sure I didn't get no fingerprints on the display. Nope, this is what the inside looks like. I'm going to have to take it off again. I'll try to keep the screw hole in there. Where's the tweezers? I'll do this with the tweezers. And the screw came out of the hole. Wonderful. It's inside the watch. All right, this has to go around here. Let's just take the whole watch out. This is not fun to do. Have I said that already? There, now it's around the watch. So let me make sure I didn't get any dirt under the display while I've been doing this. And now I gotta find my screw, which is under the, let's make sure we didn't get any dirt on the display. No, we didn't. And obviously the display is not showing anything. So this may be a dead watch. I don't know. We'll find out here in a minute or two. Typically, these watches don't die. It's got a reset button on it I got to press, which I'll show you that here in a minute. Let's try to get the screw in there. It went in again. Just tighten this one down just a little bit. Then I'll get the other screw in. Well, this is actually going very smooth so far. I'm not going to say that till it's done because these inside screws are the worst. Since that's elevated, it should just drop right in the hole. I don't want to short anything out in the watch with the metal tweezers. Dropped it in. Okay. This is the easiest time I've ever had getting these in. I spoke too soon. Oh, never mind. There we go. Tighten that one down. Tighten this one down. Let's see if there's anything on the display. Look at that. Look at that. It's working. But still, for good measure, you want to do this. You want to short this contact. In these Timexes, you want to reset it. So, okay, we just reset it. All right. The trusty Timex Ironman is now working again. Now we're going to put the rear of the watch back on. Let's make sure the beeper works after all that. Awesome. So here is the trusty Timex Ironman for the first time in probably about, 8 or 9 years? How long has it been since this thing has been on the channel? Because this thing will be being used on the YouTube channel again, along with some of the watches from that eBay seller, which that eBay seller is going to get a huge shout out on this channel. And I'm going to refer you guys to him if you want any vintage watches. But now, these are plastic. The watch is plastic, so don't over-tighten these screws. Get it tight enough to hold the case back on. Now, these you can usually do with your fingers. So, yeah, just guide it in. Do not over-tighten these guys if you're replacing the battery in your Timex Ironman, because I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're screwing into plastic when you're doing this. And plastic is only good. These watches are not meant to be opened up multiple times. I mean, like over and over and over and over again. I mean, because the battery's supposed to last about 5 or 6 years. But this is the original trusty Timex Ironman that showed up on this YouTube channel. And if you guys want, do you guys want? Not necessarily. You don't necessarily. The gasket on this watch is still good. I should have put some watch grease in here, but I don't really plan on getting this wet. But like I said, I believe this threads just into the plastic of the watch, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, this watch is still, I wouldn't take it diving or anything, because I probably need to open it up and put some watch grease. But okay, there is the trusty Timex Ironman. Do you guys want to see this thing in YouTube videos again? But let's set the time and date. It is 10. I can't see my Apple Watch since it's on sleep. All right, I can see the other man, the other Iron Man. We're going to set for 10:48 a.m. Actually 47. And in about, we'll set the date while we're waiting. I believe it was the 21st. And today is what? Is today Friday the 21st, y'all? Well, 24-hour. And there we go. We're going to keep. All right, so as soon as we got about 15 more seconds, we're going to set this to the other Ironman. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, set. Okay, there it is. The trusty Timex Ironman is back. Let's set it to where it beeps when you press it. So now we're going to look at another Ironman. And then we're going to end this live stream and start a new one, because I'm going to leave this up for a watch battery replacement. Look at this one. I bet you've never seen a purple Timex Ironman before. That is because I paid way too much for this on eBay. And it is very rare, but looks like they're both pretty much at the same time. So now we're going to put the trusty Timex Ironman on my wrist. This is the original trusty Timex Ironman. Has anyone been around on this channel long enough to remember this? Let's take a look at the trusty Timex Ironman in 2012. So if that tells you anything, this watch has probably been dead for almost 8 years, and we revived it today. So let's see here. I'll do a poll on this, and obviously when we bring out the trusty Timex, it could be this watch. We may even wear this purple watch sometimes, but this is it. This is the classic DieselDucy trusty Timex Ironman that is all beat up to hell. Anyway, until next time, bye y'all. Live stream viewers, I'll be back in about 2 minutes to do another stream.